Hello everyone, it's me, Island Disney fan. Welcome back to another video. Today we're doing another theory video. This time it's going to be about the good old Mario series. And just fair warning, this theory is going to get a little dark in the end. I actually originally did not want to upload this because of the darkness in the end. I don't really want to ruin Mario for any of you. So just fair warning that this video is going to get dark and it's a bit of a strange theory. So let's get on with it. So first of all, I'm sure you all know Mario and Luigi are brothers and they're Italian plumbers from Manhattan. And they fall through the pipes and find the Mushroom Kingdom, which is a secret land inside the pipes, which is where all the Mario games take place. However, let's go back a little bit to the Donkey Kong games, which is Donkey Kong 1, Donkey Kong 2, aka Donkey Kong Jr., and Donkey Kong 3. Donkey Kong 1 is the classic we know. Donkey Kong 2 is where Mario captures Donkey Kong, and Diddy Kong, Donkey Kong's son, has to go and rescue him. In Donkey Kong 3, Mario has to spray stuff at Donkey Kong in order to keep him up on these ropes. I haven't played them in a while, so I don't overly remember Donkey Kong 3. I remember Donkey Kong 1 and 2. But anyway, in those games, you can basically tell you that it's just supposed to be a parody of King Kong, and it does take place, well, at least Donkey Kong 1 takes place at an construction site in New York City. Donkey Kong 2 probably takes place in the trees of Central Park, which is, in fact, in New York City. And, to be honest, I really don't know where Donkey Kong 3 could take place. So let me know in the comments if you have any ideas. Anyway, Mario looks older in those than he does in some of the others. So I started a theory that so let me just go back a little bit. In the end of Donkey Kong, at the very last level, after Mario knocks Donkey Kong down, and Mario basically looks at Pauline, who's the girl in Donkey Kong, with a heart around them. And then they probably get married. However, it never actually says or shows it. So we're just going to say they do get married. But we might never know. Also think how King Kong is where a giant gorilla monster takes a girl to the top of a building, which is also what happens in Donkey Kong. I'm not sure if someone has to save her in King Kong. I haven't actually watched the movie. So don't ask me. Anyway, I made a theory that Mario and Luigi were working on plumbing one day, and Mario fell, banged his head, and fell into a coma. This could mean that all the games, the Mushroom Kingdom is just an imaginary land in Mario's dream that he's having while in a coma. Sounds like something out of Five Nights at Freddy's. Like, there's a theory that Five Nights at Freddy's 4 is where the kid is in a coma having nightmares about killer animatronics in his house. That's just a theory. Anyway, and there's also a thing that says that how is Luigi in the dream as well? Do you think Luigi is also banged his head at the same time, and they're like really close in something, and they basically are just stuck in the same dream together? Or do you think that they're both knocked out and are having separate dreams with the same characters in the same world? We're just going to stick to them being somehow in the same coma, dreaming of the same exact things, but they can still interact with each other. But anyway, a lot of characters in the Mario games seem to be influenced by things from Donkey Kong and Manhattan life. First of all, Bowser seems to be the dream version of Donkey Kong, and Princess Peach seems to be the dream version of Pauline, the girl that you have to rescue in Donkey Kong. Okay, that was pretty obvious. Maybe like Mario, whose name was Jumpman in the first Donkey Kong, maybe like him jumping over the barrels comes from him jumping over the enemies, and the power-ups or him killing the enemies come from grabbing the mallet to smack the barrels like he does in the first Donkey Kong game. I mean, in the second one, he captures Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong has to rescue him, so Mario's a bad guy in the second Donkey Kong game. Anyway, so that kind of thing happens, and then I kind of feel like the Toads are just supposed to be members of New York City, brought back, like as just mushroom people. The coins, I originally thought it could be these square things that were seen on the final level of the game of Donkey Kong. But I kind of feel like maybe it's mixed with the money that Mario gets with Luigi while being a plumber. And then there's still a lot of characters like Cheep Cheep, the fish, Blooper, the squid, Dry Bones, the skeleton turtle. They're all characters that are kind of unexplainable. I mean, Dry Bones actually have a thing that I'm going to talk about later. But what about Magic Koopa, the wizard/witch turtle? What exactly is he/she supposed to be doing? Well, Mario's obviously a fan of Harry Potter. And because Magic Koopa and Harry both wear glasses, they're both good at flying, and they're both good at casting powerful spells. Okay, this is getting stupid. Let's just go on to the next thing. That's probably not true. Anyway, what about the Yoshis? What's their deal? Maybe they're supposed to be since you can ride Yoshis and they're basically transportation, maybe they're supposed to resemble the cars from New York City? Or what if the Yoshis are supposed to be a resemblance of the dinosaurs from the Museum of Natural History that's also, again, in New York City? This also could be where Dry Bones, the skeleton turtle, comes from. And all of this would make plenty of sense except for one thing. In Super Mario Odyssey for the Nintendo Switch, there's an area called New Donk City, and the mayor of New Donk City is Pauline from the Donkey Kong series. Okay. This could mean that at the end of each game, Mario and Luigi go back to New York, and maybe at Super Mario Odyssey, they brought Pauline in the pipes with them, and they made her the mayor of New Donk City as a resemblance of how Mario and Pauline first met in Donkey Kong 1. There is also a part where Pauline, and Mario trying to avoid battles from Donkey Kong from the original game shows in the background, or at least that's what I heard. I've never actually played Super Mario Odyssey, but what I think happens. Or we get the next part. That is when the whole thing gets dark. What if the Mushroom Kingdom is a resemblance of heaven? What if Mario banged his head too hard and got oofed? That's what I'm just going to say. And he goes to heaven. Princess Peach and the Toads are supposed to be the angels. However, since Mario's older in the Donkey Kong games, why the heck is Mario younger? I thought in the original Coma theory that he just was dreaming about being young because he didn't like being old. But maybe he asked Princess Peach and said, you know what, if I can have one thing, can I be younger? And she said yes, and then made him younger. This also explains some other things. But, however, Bowser is supposed to be the devil, and all the other characters like Bowser Jr. and all his minions are supposed to be the mini-devils. However, there's another plot twist. In New Super Mario Bros. Wii, for the Wii, the final world in the game is, in fact, a volcano, so why would there be a volcano in heaven? Well, easy. The volcano level could be representing HE double hockey stick. I'm thinking about it. World 7 in New Super Mario Bros. Wii is the clouds. So what if Mario was going down from the clouds through the earth down to HE double hockey stick to rescue the angel from the devil? And this would make sense, but why else could Mario be going down there? Sure, I know he was trying to save Princess Peach, but do you think maybe he was trying to get back to Earth, but fell down into HE double hockey stick and then found Peach? And then in the end, well, Peach banished him to World 9, the Star World, like she does after beating World 8. I mean, she doesn't exactly banish Mario. She tells him about it. But what if she actually banishes him there, making him stuck there, so that way he can't return to Earth, since he's so sad, since he really wants to go back? And also, we have another thing. Think about the Koopalings in New Super Mario Bros. Wii. The mini boss fights that you find in Worlds 1 through 7. Do you think that maybe they're supposed to be bad people that lived in... Let's just think the guy from World 2, the desert. what if he was just a bad person? What if he was like Aladdin and he was in the desert stealing things? And eventually, when he was oofed, he was sent to Bowser, who's the devil, and then Bowser let him live in a desert area of heaven just to represent the good life he could have had. All right, that's actually a bit sad and dark. Also, we have another thing. What if Luigi is not real? Or what if Luigi is just an old memory or relative of someone Mario used to know? Think about it. If Mario lives in New York City, it's possible that Luigi was his brother when he was younger, but could have gotten killed in a car accident or gotten hit by a car, since that probably could happen a lot in New York City. Then maybe Mario remembered he liked green, but couldn't exactly remember his name. He probably was like Louie or something. So instead, remembered him as Luigi, and in heaven had this. He couldn't find him, so had an imaginary version of him named Luigi who wore green, always follow him around and help him out in a lot of his adventures. Oh man, that's a little sad. I mean, in the Donkey Kong games, they never actually show that Luigi could exist, showing that he's just a messed up version. He's just a dream version, at least. Also a theory that my friend made up, that Mario is just a man who's lonely and is slowly going crazy and makes up this whole entire imaginary thing where he can have relatives, he can be loved, and he can be a savior and a pleasure to the world. And that's actually kind of interesting, but that's actually going to be the end of this theory video. Man, this was probably the most complex video I've ever made, ever. Or at least some theory videos. This video was so fun, but I actually don't want to upload it because last night when I was just reviewing through the script and stuff, I kind of wanted to cry because it's just it's really kind of a sad theory, and I really don't want to think that this is actually true. Like a lot of my theories that I've made, I don't exactly want this to be true because Mario is just such a great game, and having him in heaven dead or just in a constant state trying to just be a hero, it really is kind of sad. Hopefully that it is really happening and Mario and Luigi did just fall into the pipes and did bring Pauline in there eventually, and the whole Mushroom Kingdom is a real place they've been to. But even though this theory was fun to make, it is a bit of depressing. But to be honest, if you guys really like this video, who knows, maybe Nintendo will actually prove that this is true in the future. Imagine in the future, Nintendo actually says this is true. Oh, I'd be freaking out. Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this episode, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!